What's going on? How y'all doing today? This video gonna be about the Detroit Lions traded Matthew Stafford and for Jared Goff and a couple of number one draft picks. So who got the better end of this deal? Duh, the Rams did. Now Matthew Stafford does have a reputation for stat padding, but he is consistent. And let's be realistic. It's tough to win and play in Detroit. I mean, if your football team has only been to a couple of games like last 50, 60 years, do you know how much technology has gone through? They lost Barry Sanders and Calvin Megatron Johnson the last 20 plus years. There's a reason. Cats would rather retire young and play with their stock portfolio than to play for that whack franchise. Who let Jim Caldwell go for Matt Patricia from New England Patriots, and he didn't do jack as a head coach. So now, let's look at the tale of the two. Well, for Matthew Stafford, he's got at least a couple years where he can prove that he's a elite quarterback. And let's be realistic. The Rams, to me, were my sleeper team out the NFC, but they just didn't have the right player in the right position. I think that they were definitely making strides. They let Ty Gurley go to Atlanta, and I thought, well, I didn't know about that move. But then looked at them this season. They got a good rookie running back. They still got the core of receivers, and their defense, let's be realistic, is top 2 to 3. You got Aaron Donald, who still be beasting, but they didn't have the leader where they needed it, and it cost them. And Jared Goff went from okay buster to like an upside when he went to the Super Bowl a couple years to now just being relegated to a relief pitcher, a second-hand relief pitcher, not even the main one, but a setup to the reliever. Basically, like in baseball when you're like, you pitch to maybe 2 batters and they pull you, and then they got the next reliever, then they got the main closer. That's kind of where he's at. He's on the short end of the stick, but his game just never matured more. His play action motion issue was tight, but overall, he was just wild and throwing some bad picks and just looked disinterested and did not really bring his A game. So now they trade him to Saudi Arabia, aka Detroit, and Matthew Stafford goes to Hollywood. So it's a win-win for the Rams if Stafford has anything in the tank if he's propelled being in a better situation, which I think he will be. I think when you look across on defense, you got Aaron Donald, and then you got what you got at receivers. I think you in a good, and he's got a young head coach, Shane McVay, who fundamentally they did beat Seattle before they lost to Green Bay in the second round, but they are a playoff high caliber team, and I said high caliber, not a one and done, and not a 9-7. But I'm talking about a team that should go 2 rounds in their sleep, NFC Championship and higher easily with that squad. But again, you got to have the right leader in place. So it's a win for the Rams. As for what the Detroit gets back in return, Jared Goff, he might be playing golf soon. I mean, he's just not really consistent, but we'll see what happens. But anyway, that's the big trade, and I expect there will be more because looking at the NFL right now, there's a lot of busters playing quarterback. Again, I always say Colin Kaepernick should have had a job because there's a lot of vacancies. There's a lot of whack teams that's got a lot of whack quarterbacks. But anyway, give me your thoughts and your takes. Who do you think got the better end of the deal? I think easily Matthew Stafford going to L.A., Jared Goff going to Detroit. That's a slam dunk for the Rams. All they just got to do is seal the deal. Anyway, give me your thoughts and takes. Hit the like, the subscribe. I welcome thoughts and comments. I do respond. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for one another. And the NFL going to be doing a lot more of this. A lot more deals going down. I'm out.